you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Welcome back, everybody, to another No Bull review. This is Bulldog, and what is playing in the back is Superior. I'm glad to be back doing these. Again, if you haven't seen them before, these are non-paid, non-sponsored reviews of some of the NFT games that I have played. Sometimes I get quite critical on these. I want to give honest reviews and not just make fluff pieces, but to be honest, there's not going to be a lot of criticism. It's not perfect. I'm certainly going to talk about some of the things I'd like to see improved, but Superior is my favorite NFT game right now. And I absolutely love this. Some of it is just my own personal style, what I like, but you are going to see me streaming this game a lot. This is a third-person roguelite shooter that takes place in a world where superheroes have turned into evil abominations, and we have to come steal their powers. So you see right here behind me, I'm choosing a power. These are randomly generated at the start of each mission. And as you progress through, as you go from one mission to another, you will get to add more and more powers. And because they're randomly generated, each build is going to feel different each time you play through this. So it leads to a lot of kind of unique combinations. Lots of fun. Every run feels a little bit different. And as you go along, you get more and more powerful. Of course, come up against more and more powerful enemies, and you have to see if you can get through all of these levels either by yourself or with a group of up to 3 other players. It's actually kind of designed to play co-op, but everything does scale. You'll see I'm doing a solo mission right here, and I actually got all the way through this. I went and beat the final boss, so it's absolutely playable is solo or in group. So in my playing in stream, I hope we can get some groups together. If you are a Darth Squirrel holder, I actually put an offer out there for you guys to get free early access to this. So some of you jumped on it. I hope you were one that were able to take advantage of this. But if not, there are some other ways to pick up early access for fairly cheap. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But as we go through these missions, these powers that you pick up are only temporary. Once we either fail altogether, or we get through and we beat the last boss and come back to the main screen, all of our powers disappear. But then we can go and actually pick up skills. You saw at the very beginning of this video, I'll show you some more here. There's actually a skill tree that you can then, as you gain experience, you can go pick up other abilities, and those abilities are permanent. So you have a permanent skill tree that you can add on and continue to upgrade, and then as you jump into these missions, you'll get temporary powers that are different every single run. So there's both the sense of progression and the sense of randomness that really makes this fun, and I'm just having a blast here. Now, one of my biggest criticisms, and again, this is just in kind of early access, so there's definitely going to be more to come. But I do feel like even though it's designed for everything to be different, everything's to be random, there's not a large selection of missions necessarily. You'll play through kind of the same areas, but you'll get different missions each time. But there's not a large selection, so it could certainly feel, even though it does feel different every time, there could be a lot more done in that aspect. A lot of the upgrades that you can pick up along the way there's not a wide variety of those. It never feels like you're really making, like, sometimes you have a trade-off, like you pick up this power, pick up that power, but you never feel like you're really making true trade-offs or anything like that. So I think that system could be improved just a little bit, and I think it will. We will get a lot more depth to this game as it comes out, but as it is, I'm still absolutely loving the gameplay. It's just a lot of fun. I've only tried out 2 of the characters. There are actually 3 characters, so I still need to go in and pick out some of the others, but I've been playing the same character over and over again just because, again, every time I go through it feels a little different. I'm trying out different combinations and different things, and it's been so much fun. So speaking of the characters, we said this is an NFT game, right? What are the NFTs? How can you actually earn? Can you earn at all? And Superior is a very interesting game because there's actually 2 different versions. So you can go download this on the Steam store right now. It costs a little over 20 bucks. You guys are thinking Steam? Well, Steam doesn't allow NFTs, do they? That is correct. There is a non-NFT version of this game that you can go download on Steam. If you don't want to have anything to do with NFTs, you can just go play the game for fun that way. And I love that the game is good enough that it doesn't need NFTs. That The NFT games that are successful are going to NFTs are going to be an extra addition to the game. It's just kind of an add-on. It's something that kind of provides a little extra benefit, does provide something extra, but it's not based around the NFT. And I guess I shouldn't say all the games. Again, I've talked about play to earn before, and I still think GameFi and play to earn can be viable, does have a real place, but that's going to be a very small niche. The largest section of NFT gaming is going to be games like this that are fun, that don't need to involve NFTs, but they put them in to make it something over the top. So your NFTs are your characters. There are different rarities. You can actually go out and buy these NFTs. If you have an NFT for a character, you can gain access, or you can gain early access. And they do, the rarity of the characters do provide, they'll start you out with a higher level cap, and they will give you some extra perks. For example, like you'll collect more money. You can collect, you get a larger boost when you collect health pickups in the game. So things like that do provide an advantage in the game. But again, this is also people ask, okay, is this pay to win? That type of thing. They certainly can't help it. This is a co-op game too. Remember, you're not going out and competing PvP against other people that might have rarer characters that can get those types of upgrades and things like that. So it's not essential things that you have to get. Again, they do start with a higher level cap. This is not currently in the game, but there are going to be infamy tokens that come, and you will be able to those will be a token that you can use to actually kind of reset your character once you hit the max level, and then you'll be able to, it'll increase your level cap by 1. Like if level 30 is the max and you get to level 30, you can then spend infamy tokens, and then you'll go back down to level 0, but your max level cap will be level 31. So then as you play through, you'll have access to more skill points as you kind of level up and hit that max cap again. So it kind of provides a lot of extra replay value, gives you some extra skill points there. So by having an NFT character, you'll be able to have an advantage there. And of course, can you earn with this? Yes, you will be able to earn by leveling up those characters and spending that time. But it's not what I would call a play to earn game. I mean, we don't have all the details on the infamy token, but it's going to be a blockchain token that I assume if you don't want to use it on your own characters, you would be able to sell it if that's what you choose to do. So we still have to see a lot more details on that. That's not quite in the game yet. So you can play by getting an NFT character. You can play by purchasing a non-NFT version on Steam, which, by the way, those do cross over. So somebody on Steam can play somebody who's got the NFT version of the game. So that's kind of interesting and kind of cool. But you can also play by going and buying an early access pass, which right now they cost about, they were going for what, like $8, I think, when I last looked. So they're not extremely expensive. It's I'm kind of surprised people are buying it on Steam for $20 when you could go buy an NFT and get the NFT version for $8. But I guess that's just how much people really hate NFTs too. And it's kind of interesting. I was even reading through some of the forums and on Steam, and to see like some of the feedback from the game for a non-NFT version. And people were actually upset when they learned that there was an NFT version, not because they wanted to play the NFT version, but they were mad that they gave money to a company who also made NFT games. Like, they hate NFTs games so much that even though the version they bought doesn't have any access to NFTs, doesn't use NFTs whatsoever, you're not competing against anybody that has those NFTs, they were still upset that they were providing money to a company that had an alternate version. So there's so much NFT hate out there, and we'll get there. We will get there eventually, but it's going to be a challenge to get Web 2 gamers to adapt to Web 3. I don't know if we're gonna have to change terminology, if we just need better games, what the case is. I think it's gonna be a slow grind, but we will get there. So anyways, this is Superior here. You guys have seen some of the gameplay, seen the skill tree. If you want to come play with me, go pick up a copy, come to my streams. I would love to play with you guys. I think I'm going to be doing a lot of these streams because I just enjoy playing the game so much. So it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of different builds, a lot of things I still want to try out. And the game really kind of adapts to you as well. And there are some, I went through and beat one boss, but now I've got access to harder levels, and I think there's another boss out there I want to go find those as well. So anyways, as always, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Have any of you played this game yet? How would you rank it? Is it one of your favorite NFT games? Is it something that you've enjoyed? I just like this kind of reminds me. I grew up in college. One of the playing some games like this, playing co-op games. Borderlands was kind of the big one. Me and my roommate played Borderlands quite a bit. That was one of our main games, and this kind of has a similar type feel. I mean, it's still very different, but it's that co-op game where you're going around trying to find different weapons. In this case, find different power-ups and things as well, and progress. And that it's just kind of my style of game that I really enjoy. So I'm glad I came across this one. Glad I was able to get access and play this, and I can't wait to play with you all on stream, either in the comments or maybe even having some of you jump in and play on stream. We've done a stream before, and I think we've had a couple people jump in, so I want to do a lot more of these. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Well, again, let me know, what do you think of this game? What are your biggest criticisms of this game? Again, I'm not afraid to criticize games, and the biggest thing for me is kind of a lack of depth right now. But if you have other things that you don't like, feel free to share it. And I'm always interested to read the comments and see what you guys think. So also let me know, what games do you want me to look at next? There's a bunch of other Gala games coming out here soon. Like, I want to take a look at Spider Tanks. There's a lot to go and dive into. I haven't gotten this chance to do too many of these videos lately because I was more focused on Splinterlands. Obviously, I've got a little more free time, so I want to do a lot more of these videos, mainly once I get back from vacation, but I want to do a lot more. So let me know which games you want to see down below. I am off to the Bahamas. I will see you guys in about a week. No live streams this week. Next week we are going full force. There's going to be a ton. You are going to see an ocean of content coming from me. If I have any Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes fans out there who followed me from that game, I hope you got that reference. So thank you guys so much. I will see you on the other side.